Tiger Stadium for the 2019 homecoming ceremony. Just a reminder, photos by Tish is here taking pictures. You can see them and or order them at photosbytish.com. This year, the high school started a new tradition by creating spirit banners with each advisory group. The winning banners from each grade level are displayed on the gate by the entrance. The theme was Stages of Life. A big congratulations to the overall winner, Miss Allred's 10th graders with the teenage years. You can check that banner out at the front. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the 2019 Prairie Grove High School Homecoming Court. Freshman maid Charlie Foster. Charlie is the daughter of Brad and Brandy Foster. She is escorted tonight by Seth Vaughn, son of Michael and Misty Vaughn, and Cordell Wetzel, son of Richard and Janelle Wetzel. Freshman maid Kendall Pickett. She is the daughter of Bobby and Jerry Lynn Pickett. Kendall is escorted tonight by Foster Lehman, son of Chris and Alicia Lehman, and Caden Redfern, son of Kevin and Angela Redfern. Sophomore maid Tony Parrish. Tony is the daughter of PJ and Melissa Parrish. She is escorted by Paige Adams, son of Chris and Tiffany Laycock, and Marshall Montgomery, son of Hassani and Linda Moss. Sophomore maid Faith Sunderland. She is the daughter of Scott and Melinda Sunderland. Faith is escorted tonight by Cade Horn, son of Paul and Dana Horn, and Austin Medina, son of Joshua and Sherry Medina. Junior maid Caroline McConnell. Caroline is the daughter of Mike and Lake Kara McConnell and Robin Skelton. She is escorted by Gunnar Cottle, son of Nathan and Wendy West, and Matthew and Nikki Cottle, and Alex Kierick, son of Jovan and Becky Kierick. Junior maid Addie Noll. She is the daughter of Marty and Laura Noll. Addie is escorted tonight by Kate Grant, son of Tyler and Laura Grant, and Sana and Jimmy Colkin, and Ethan Beeson, son of Lynn and Ginger Beeson. Senior maid Faith Finkley. Faith is the daughter of Todd and Mandy Finkley. She is escorted tonight by Jared Harger, son of Todd and Becky Harger, and Jackson Sorters, son of Joey and Donna Sorters. Senior maid Brenda Spradley. She is the daughter of Ryan and Natalie Cook and Kevin and Joy Spradley. Brenda is escorted tonight by Keandre Hobbs, son of Shelby and Candace West. And Carter Skates, son of Mark and Carrie Skates. Senior maid Jordan Strong. Jordan is the daughter of Michael and Teresa Strong. She is escorted tonight by Levi Bradley, son of Jared and Sarah Bradley. And Knox Laird, son of Craig and Tracy Laird. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand in honor of our 2019 Prairie Grove High School homecoming queen, Miss Olivia Stroud. She is the daughter of Joel Stroud. Olivia is escorted by the captains of tonight's game, Hayden Black, son of Ryan Black and Rachel Black, and Graham Gunther, son of Justin Gunther and Crystal Gregg. Coming to meet the queen are the attendants for tonight's game. They are Ella Davis, daughter of Scott and Cassie Davis, and Barrett Watson, son of Jim and Tracy Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Prairie Grove High School homecoming court. We will now allow 5 minutes for pictures.
Show out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest Auto Parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, Great Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest Auto is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest Auto Parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove. To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
You are looking live at Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. Tonight's conference contest between the Gravette Lions and our Prairie Grove Tigers. I'm Lynn Gregson, and Ryan, tonight, I think this is a pivotal contest for both teams tonight, and I think it's a pivotal. I'm going to go make a big statement. I think it's a pivotal contest for Prairie Grove's program, and I say that because, you know, I was just talking to the Gravette broadcaster a little bit, and we were discussing, you know, from 12 to 17, if you were going to win the conference, you had to come through Prairie Grove to do it. We had an era there that we really set the standard in, you know, the teens, if you will, belong to Prairie Grove as a decade. And you can afford one down season, which we had, 2 down seasons, and the sophomores don't remember what it was like to win. So I think this is pivotal because I think this will be a positioning game in the conference.
Right. And first of all, it's pivotal because you're both 1-0. This kind of sets up your year. You win this one, you're in good standing where if you did slip up somewhere, you're still probably in the top 4 going into the next couple of weeks. You lose this one, you lose another one, you're out of the top 4, and you're barely getting in if you get in, which, you know, 5 get in out of 8 anyways. But
yeah, but if you get in at 5, you're going to go down somewhere in South Arkansas, get a Happy Meal, and come home. You know,
so you're right. But like you said, when not coming through us becomes the culture, things do change, and then it becomes hard to become back to that level.
Exactly. They're going to have the national anthem and Mullen in silence. We'll join them. We'll be back with you. Ryan, great job by our band. They're looking good tonight in their uniforms. You know, Ryan, one of the things, I know it's homecoming night tonight, and
that brings the crowd.
That brings a crowd, and as the national anthem was playing, we're facing the flag. I saw cars just kept coming in, and so going to be a big night tonight. And again, as we talk about this, from a Gravette standpoint, Gravette went 1-9 last year, and Gravette. Yeah, and they have a new coach this year. They had a new coach last year after Bill Harrison had been there for several years. But I think for them, you got to remember, we were talking about us being the standard in the teens. Shiloh was definitely the standards during the knots, during that first decade of the 21st century. But Gravette was they were the next team for a long time. They're trying to get back and get their winning culture back. So they want this win because they know this will put them and elevate them into that top 3, top 4 range. And so both teams need this game.
Yeah, and they had a strong week last week. They come out against Lincoln. Lincoln also another team trying to establish themselves. They had an up year last year, but they graduated a lot of seniors. And so they're hoping to start off strong. They, both teams were doing real well in their non-conference play. But you don't know because you don't know who they're playing necessarily. Like a lot of the teams are from Oklahoma and stuff like that. And so you really don't know how to gauge. And so they go in there last week and grab it, lets Lincoln score, and then ends up putting it on them. It's Gravette trying to make that statement with a new coach, and that we're here, and we're here to do something. Now, I will say, watching them, I don't feel like the talent gap between us and them is too different. I feel like we're both in very similar situations, just like you were talking about in winning and how we stand in the conference. I think talent-wise there's a lot of similarities there too. The difference will be our styles of play. They're a spread team who will run it on occasion in some power, but they're a spread team. Lincoln's a spread team. They run into someone like us that's not. And so we'll see who kind of dominates the time of possession and the mistakes tonight. But the talent level's close. The conference story is close. Both need to name their rights to what they're going to be for the next 5 years. It's close. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
The roads are diverging here, but they're right here both at the same time.
Right, and I think the for Gravette tonight, they're well, where's our rosters? Here we go.
Right.
For Gravette, their captains are you got their roster right there. You want to read them out?
Number 10, Cy Hilger, is the quarterback. Number 32, that is Isaac Dan. Looks like the running back and the outside linebacker. Number 11, Mason Dagley, also quarterback. And then number 80, that is Josh Dodge. All of them seniors.
Well, you got to know Gravette's like they scheduled us for homecoming. I mean that's another thing to fire somebody up, and so
we know usually it's Berryville. And I hate to say Burrville in Doug Smith's terms, but usually it's Burrville because they've had a down program as far as win totals in the conference for quite some time. So it is a little weird. Now it's nice for the weather. It's a beautiful night tonight. We're sitting at 74 degrees, and the girls aren't freezing. And the band, they're a little warm, but it's a great night for it. It feels, even just last night, it finally started feeling like football weather.
And for Prairie Grove, Caden Redfern, one of our captains, Graham Gunther, Hayden Black, and Gunnar Cottle are the captains for Prairie Grove tonight, all seniors as well. And, no, I'm sorry, Cottle is a junior.
Redfern is too.
Yeah, boy, look at me. I'm all over it tonight, aren't I?
Now, when I look back down, 32 and 10 for them are both juniors. So we both
batted 500.
We're not really the A team anymore. We've had I said we've had the A, B, C, D, E, F, G team out here lately. So
we're
still knocking the rust off.
Yeah, no, that's what's funny. This is the fifth game of the season. I mean, we're halfway through the season, and you and I, this is our second game to be able to do it together. So, and both of our. No, just your fourth game, my third game.
Yeah. The thing tonight, like one of the things that I'm worried about, they throw the ball. Gravette throws the ball. I know we talked about this. This is why I bring this up. One of the things that Prairie Grove can't defend is the pass. I would love to meet a running team so we could have a chance.
Yeah. Well, that's what we had a chance against Pottsville.
They threw the ball more than
they threw it more than I anticipated. But they're, you know, and but what's worried me most, I mean, is our defense has struggled this year, and up until the Green Forest game, I believe it was the opponent had scored 16 out of 24 drives, and when you have that kind of percentage, it's a recipe for not winning a lot of games.
That's right.
So hopefully tonight,
Green Forest was a perfect thing for us
at the time.
To lick some wounds. We had a lot of seniors out that night. We get Graham Gunther back tonight. You know, we don't get Foster
Lehman, and that could be a
big one.
But Keandre, I'm going to tip my hat to Keandre. In the times he's filled in at fullback, he's done a nice job for the Tigers, and he's a little bit different style of runner, but definitely effective.
Hey,
Ryan.
Sam Asher Sam was in sophomore. We had a lot of sophomores play last week. That's what we need, though, further down in conference.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some of them tonight, too, to be honest with you. I think we know we need that kind of depth. There's one, I won't say it until it happens, there's one I've been waiting on to show up. He's been playing a little bit more each week, but I'm waiting to call his name on a big touchdown catch or a reverse possibly. So we'll wait and see. I won't brag on myself until then, but here come the Tigers.
Here come the Tigers, and I'm looking across the way, and Gravette's got some decent size over there, so it'll be a battle. This is Tigers are coming out, led by Sorters with the flag.
You know, they do have several guys over 200, but they don't have the size like we faced down from the River Valley when they were running guys, when they have an average line of 260 pounds. So this team built more like us as far as size. Now, they got a little bit more than us as far as the 200-pounders and probably the linemen, but built very similar.
Well, it is, you know, as we get ready to start, Ryan, just real quick, the rest of the conference tonight, Shiloh plays Green Forest. That is, I'll tell you, I don't think children should be allowed to watch that game. That's going to be bad. And then Lincoln and Pea Ridge tonight. Pea Ridge, you know, Pea Ridge off to a tough start, similar to Prairie Grove, 1-3, but they've played some tough competition. But, boy, they came out on Gentry, which really surprised me because Gentry played so well against Dardanelle, who took us behind the woodshed. And then you've got Gentry and Berryville tonight. I think Gentry will find their groove tonight for that. Well, Tigers getting ready to kick. Higgins going to do that, and it's a big night tonight in Prairie Grove.
You think we get a little bit more of a dose of Higgins? You know, he hasn't played as much in the last couple of weeks. Well, he did against Green Forest, but the couple weeks before that, Knox has been doing a great job.
Well, I think the thing is that we've adjusted some of our passing game to some underneath routes, and it allows, you know, Knox cannot stand in the pocket for a long time. He's not going to scramble your way and do that. That's not who he is. But he is a very smart young man, and he can hit the passes and be very effective. Here comes Higgins getting ready to kick it. And it's a good kick, going to be fielded by number 7. That's Chase Austin, and Austin finding a little move. Oh, he's trying to get the corner. He cut one corner. There's Hobbs. Hobbs gets his hands on him. He's going to be wrapped up about the 32-yard line.
Nice hit. Hobbs had him, and I'm trying to see who that was that finished him. That looked like Cade Grant. Cade Grant, you got a replay on that. Watch Cade Grant. Hobbs gets a hold of him. Cade Grant just goes ahead and puts him out of bounds. He redirects his direction there.
Well, you know, we complained for years about our yellow on the white, and now this black on black I've got to get used to too.
I can handle the black on black a little bit better. That yellow on white was.
Well, you've opened up the screen now. I don't know telling what's going to be heard over the mics from the background. But here we go, first down and 10 as Dagley gives it. Wow, look at that. Nice run that time by Austin. Chase Austin, he gets the first down, picks up 12 yards.
David Hall does get the tackle. They spread you out a little bit, and they run the power right there.
They're already at their own 47-yard line. Gravette. Now they line up a little bit different this time.
I started to say, this is not something they've ran this year. This looks more like
Higler, he's going to roll to his left. He squares up. He's going to cut back. And that almost looked like a design run from the beginning, Ryan. And he's still on his feet, and he's going to be down inside Prairie Grove 25. Actually, inside the 20. They're going to knock him out at about the 19-yard line. Ryan, that looked like a very designed quarterback keeper there.
It did, and if you've watched film, that's a different formation, and it kind of looked like they were going to run power, and then everybody started sweeping out to that far side, and he just countered. It's almost like a counter, but just with the quarterback. They'll go back to a similar formation.
This time, you know, they've used 2 quarterbacks already. This time it is Higler again, and he's going to take a step drop. He's got 85. He had him open, but now there's pressure. Can he get his hand on him? No, he doesn't. But, he gets him out. That's
Harger.
Harger over there. Was that Black chasing him down or Cottle?
That was Cottle.
Cottle.
Black was right behind him. They're going to lose 5 on the play.
Well, I'll tell you, Ryan, for a moment there, I think his tight end, I think it was 85.
Had him open?
Yeah, Cordell Donnell, he had him there for just a moment. It's 2nd down and 15 as Higler now, he's got 5 wide. He's alone in the backfield. Prairie Grove spread out. He's looking quickly to his right, complete to number 5. And nice one-on-one tackle there.
That's probably Cade Grant right there.
Ian Drake gets it. He's going to get close and manageable for the Lions.
That's about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, it was, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. They're in 4-down territory. I expect to have 2 plays here. Prairie Grove needs to bow up, keep them out of the end zone. Nice drive, started at their own 32. Lions
they'll flip the strength to this near side.
You got to watch for them to just go back. There it is now. Nice fake by the quarterback, and it's going to be a 1st down, I believe. Yes, he's inside the 5, and that is Austin again. Boy, nice fake that time by the quarterback, Ryan.
It was. And we had a guy in the backfield. He goes for it. Good open field tackle that time by Wetzel. But it is enough for a 1st down. They're setting up on the 4. It's 1st and goal.
Well, a nice drive's not even been 2 minutes, and they've marched right down the field on Prairie Grove. And the Lions going to quick pass, complete, and nice. Oh, fumble! Ball! And now Prairie Grove picks it up. Hey, there we go! Oh!
Game changer right there.
Whoa.
Here we go on the replay. They throw this little tunnel screen. He gets it, and that's Cade Grant rips it out. One of us kick it. We're looking for the ball, and Carter Skates picks it up, takes it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and we're setting up shop.
Hey, they're gonna spot him at the 20. Say he was down at the 20, Ryan. But wow, we needed some kind of thing like that to slow them down because they were going through our defense very quickly. 1st down and 10, Prairie Grove in their base set, and the give. Wow, nice tackle right there by.
You know what I notice here, and I hate to pick on people. Both guards are still in the backfield. When you're pulling and you're trying to run the sweep, you can't have both guards not getting a kick-out block or getting blown up and staying back in the backfield. And I've talked to a couple people. I've noticed this year the guards aren't getting those monster kick blocks that we used to get that sprung the Fox and the Bartholomews to get out on the outside.
2nd down here is, this time it's a give.
And Keandre.
Keandre, stay on your, Keandre!
Turf Monster got him.
Oh, he knows it too. Keandre, he gets the 1st down.
He cut so well. He cut too well that time. Here he comes. That's a 24 trap.
He had lots of room.
Look
here.
at him.
Well, if he cuts to the outside instead.
Hey, that's one of those where you blow a knee out, though. He better be careful right there.
Yeah.
That looked weird.
Right. He cuts to the outside instead of back in. He had a lot of room to the outside.
Now, that's what he was trying to do.
2nd down, or 1st down and 10, Prairie Grove at their own 32. Laird rolls to his right, looks, quick pass, complete to Hobbs. Hobbs gets another 1st down at the Prairie Grove 43. So
there's that short pass game right there. That's the waggle look. That's the fullback coming. He goes for that trap fake and then goes right outside. Easy 4-yard pass play. And he ends up going for about 12. So that's a 1st down Prairie Grove.
Gravette on their first drive drove 64 yards all the way down the Prairie Grove 4-yard line, and then a turnover, and Prairie Grove now on the march, and they're at their own 43. This time a give. Again, it's Hobbs.
23 read that time. Good block by Cade Grant. Keandre is going to pick up about 7 on 1st down. We'll take that every time.
Line's doing a nice job in the interior there, Ryan, on this between the tackles. You know, on the sweep we may have not done everything we needed, but boy, this inside game's working.
The read has worked really well this year. That's kind of been the bread and butter But then again, you're running to the strength and you're not pulling guys. We got some strong guys. We're just not getting outside as well. We'll go on a 2-over set. We'll have the wing back and the split in on this side.
Again, this time, oh, that didn't work. That didn't work that time. Good job.
That's the difference between Keandre and Foster right there. Keandre, when something gets bundled up like that, he's going to try to back up, reassess, and find another hole. It's not there this time, so that's going to be a big loss. We're going to lose about 5.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9. You know, Ryan, it'll be interesting. We knew, in the past couple of years we're in this situation. Well, not last year, but, a couple of years ago, we know here we're probably going to pass because we have receivers like Disney and the Twins that were out there. And
if I'm throwing this one, I'm going to Sorters. If not, I'm running the ball.
Well, he rolls to his right. We're down to 1 second left. Throws, complete, Sorters. He's going to be close. Going to pin on the spot. He's going to be
Whoa,
short.
That's a horrible spot. Horrible spot. His feet were in that location, but the ball was way past that.
Oh, look
Throw
right
the
here.
challenge flag.
There it is.
His feet are there, but the ball, he's leaning forwards.
Well, it looks like Prairie Grove's going to go for it on
I think would have been short anyways,
yeah.
But I think he's about a yard shorter than what he was.
He's about 1.5 yards short. He's at the 49. The first down sits between the 48 and the 47-yard line, a little closer to the 47. So
big play right here.
Prairie Grove got a little more than 1 yard to go. And the quarterback sneak by. Look
Got
at that. Hey! Knox Laird gets the first down.
That's tough right there. Tough running by Knox. He gets low and he goes. And, they run a 3-man front, so it's there.
And he goes just over the left side of the tackle, and he gets the first down.
Gravette runs that 3-4. He has to come out, or Peyton comes in, one or the other.
I don't tip my hat to you enough, but you called the Sorters play. Nice job.
He's your possession receiver. He's not going to beat anybody deep. He's going to catch everything.
And now it's Higgins in at quarterback. He gets to Grant. Grant on the corner. Cade still on his feet. Hey! Oh!
Out. Whoa! Now, you notice who was out there with him that time? The guard. Carter Skates was out there. That's the difference in that play.
Nice block by him.
That's Alex Kierick out there with the first kick block, and Carter Skates out there with him. When the guards do what they're supposed to do, Cade Grant will take care of you.
Well, that was a nice job there. And he gets it down to the Gravette 28-yard line. So
he'll come out. Cade will. Harger will come in.
Higgins, again, at quarterback. I don't know if something happened to Knox on that first down run, but again, this time it's Harger. Harger, it's still on his feet. He's down to the 15.
Nice play right there again inside the tackles. Now Zeke will come back in for Higgins. That's Knox, sorry. Someone goes, that's not Zeke. It's a Laird boy.
Well, what's great,
they're both knuckleheads, and they know I love them, so.
Okay, we're down to the 15-yard line, first down and 10. And it's a roll to his right for Knox. He's got a man open. Oh!
Right off the fingertips of Wetzel. Knox, it's a hair long, but it looks like Wetzel kind of stutter stepped there. And so just both of them being off just a hair because both of them did right.
Look at him. Yeah, that's one he could have caught, but it was a difficult catch.
It was, and I think Knox would love to have just a little off of it, but if you're being picky, he threw that in the best spot in front of the guy, so we're the only one that makes the play. You don't want an interception.
If he had thrown it behind him, it could have been a pick six.
Exactly.
The guy was not far from him. So now it's a wing back reverse. Get upfield, get upfield, get upfield. Hey! Yo-ho! He's down inside the 5. That's Wetzel.
Almost a first down.
Oh, didn't he quite make it?
I don't think he made it.
Let's see. Oh, I thought he got inside the 5. I guess. He's really close.
3rd and inches.
Oh, they go
on the 5.
Go back to Knox. They may be ready for it.
With it only being 3rd down, I don't. Now they run the 3-4, so you can run your read here and get your first down.
Get upfield. Oh, get upfield. Harder does, I tell you.
He picks up the first.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that play call and run right there at this situation. Yeah. And really, if Harger would have went ahead and sold out, but those guys dived under the feet of the guards who were pulling. So good job by Gravette that time, kind of balling that up right there. That was a good job by Gravette.
Good job by Gravette, and good job by Harger to recover on that because he could have been dropped for a couple-yard loss.
Oh, we have an injury on the field, so it'll be a timeout.
Let's take it with him.
On the field.
Looks like the injured player is Isaac Dan for the Lions. And
that's their starting inside linebacker, outside linebacker.
well, it's first down and goal. Prairie Grove at the 4-yard line. Laird comes under center.
I'm going Reed right here.
And now it's
23 Reed.
First and goal for the Tigers.
Right behind Hayden Black.
Turn, he
there
gives to Hobbs. Give him 6. There he is. Hey, Coach Cook called it. We'll take it.
You got your best 2 guys out there right there. That's where you're running it.
And look at this nice hole. And Hobbs goes in standing up. Hardly even wasn't touched till he crossed the goal line. And with 5 minutes to go in the first, it's Prairie Grove 6, Gravette 0. And Prairie Grove makes the 80-yard march after the turnover. And the Tigers with an opportunity to take a 7-0 lead as Higgins prepares for the extra point.
You know, well, barring any other things happening that changed the momentum in the game, Cade Grant's forced fumble there could be the play of the game.
And the extra point is up. It is good. And with 5 minutes to go in the first, it's Prairie Grove 7. And
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. Prairie Grove 7, Gravette 0. I want to give a shout out to Mel's Diner. They provided meals for the team tonight, and appreciate Brandon and Mel over there. They do a great job. You know, since my dad moved to town, he's got his places he likes to eat.
I've seen you all out.
Yeah, and he'll frequent there, so we appreciate them. And Ryan, also, you know, if someone's out there looking for a medical provider, you know, they don't need to look any further than the Prairie Grove Health and Wellness Clinic. It's located right at the school, right at the old elementary school or intermediate school, I guess.
Yeah.
And
right there on Viney Grove Road.
Yeah, they offer comprehensive primary care and behavioral health services, and it's conveniently to the schools. They accept most insurance. The thing about it is, so many people think it's just for students because it's on the school. It's for you know, it's for anybody.
It's the community.
Yeah,
it's a community service.
They're open from 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and they love to serve our community. And now Higgins getting ready to kick.
What a difference a turnover can make.
Well, I tell you, because the feeling Prairie Grove had, or if the kids are anything like me, which they're not, but if they are, I had that sick feeling like, gosh, this feels like Dardanelle or Farmington all over
let's just
again.
get behind the chains from the start. Normally we get the ball and we go down and score, and then we don't stop anybody the rest of the game. Here, they get the ball and go down, and we don't stop anybody, so I was like, dang it.
And it's a good kick, fielded
Number 8.
by Millsap. Millsap's got a little seam there, but he's going to be closed up, and
Wetzel, Harger.
And who's at the bottom of that pile?
Wetzel.
42.
42, that's
Caves.
Caves.
Yeah, Abe Caves. And
comes off limping.
Nice job, though. They got down there because he had a little seam there for just a moment, and then it closed up. And now they will take the ball 1st and 10 at the 26. They started last time at the 32, drove all the way down to the Prairie Grove 4, and then the big turnover, and Prairie Grove marched 80 yards for their score. 7-0, Tigers lead.
All right, let's see if they bunch it up again or if they spread it out. Like I said, they spread a lot of the times with 2 guys in the backfield, and they'll run a little bit of power, but they pass out a lot. And that's what they do here, is spread out with the two guys in the backfield.
Oh, bingo! Bingo!
That's Jackson Sorters. Man, replay that. You talked earlier about a fire hydrant for a linebacker. That's a fire hydrant right there.
Look at him. He goes in, and bingo! Oh, there we go.
Goodness.
Nice hit. And I'll tell you, wow. That's good tackling, good form tackle, because he didn't lead with his head. He had his head up, and it was a nice job. He wrapped up Chase Austin that time. And
what a hit!
Wow,
Sorters from inside linebacker.
He's fired up, dude.
Yeah, he is.
All right, 2nd down and 13, and I'd look for him to throw here. Is they put Dagley out there on the corner now, rolling. His quarterback, he's going to take. Oh, they got him.
Gunner got him down. Nice tackle, Gunner Cottle. We look a little fired up tonight. I like it.
Well, I think Ryan.
Cade Grant's out there too.
Let's see. Here we go. Boy, I don't want to get a horse collar. He got a hold of him. Ryan,
That wasn't Gunner Cottle. I'm sorry. That was Cade Grant.
Ryan, here's what's interesting, though. The difference in the defense after the turnover versus before. I mean, they look different. Now, this is a big 3rd down because you got them deep in their territory. This is where we need to stop. Come on, send a little pressure on the quarterback. Passing situation, 3rd down. And they're going to give. They're going to get him back.
We got a guy there. Doesn't get him down. We got 3 more in pursuit. We're going to get him.
There we go. Hey, we stopped him.
Harger, Sorters, Redfern, all of them back there. And a lot of it, too, you know, the first play last time, they run a good misdirection. They pick up 10, 20 yards. This time, first play, we get a tackle for loss on the big hit by Sorters. So the tone of the defense was much different.
Well, I'll tell you what surprised me. On that 3rd and long, and you know, Coach Bohannon, I mean, he decided to run the ball, and Prairie Grove calls a timeout. Smart.
Well, the bad thing is that we don't have the right personnel on the field. We were in Game 5. You got to have the right personnel on the field.
Coach Lair's not happy. Let's take a break on this timeout. We'll be back after this. We're back, getting ready to punt. You and I are talking off there. That may have been one of the best defensive stands we've had all season long. And you said the word. It was we had a lot of intensity on it. Here's the kick. It's going to be kicked away. A nice punt. Takes a Gravette bounce. Going to go out at the Prairie Grove 37-yard line. So Tigers will take over first 10. Very nice punt that time.
It was.
By Higler. But, Ryan, I really like what the defense did. You know what? They had negative yardage that time. They did not have a positive play. And our staff tonight, our producer, Josie Graham. On the camera, we got Dylan Moore and Naaman Ballstead on the scoreboard. Heath Whitley here tonight, as well as our director, Miles Eubanks. 1st and 10 for Prairie Grove, going from the shotgun this time. Don't see this very often with Knox. And there is Harger. Get the corner. Harger's got 3, 4, and he's going to get close to 8 yards on that run. Didn't look like much, but it comes up with 8.
That may have been the first time we ran shotgun this whole year.
With Knox.
Yes.
We may have run one with Peyton.
But I like it. It's just a sweep out of the backfield.
I tell you what, I don't mind us running it with Knox, especially when we get in passing situations. He might need that little more time.
It does help. Simrad will run the play in.
So
there's a sophomore who's played at wing back. Now he's playing a little bit at split end.
Like a guy who's willing to play where the coaches need him. 2nd down and 3, 2:48 to go here in the first. Laird under center. And the give. He's going to go straight back. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of that.
Yep. That was the issue there. He had a guy. He looked away and looked to the second guy, and it's just there's not enough time. We had a clean pocket for a minute. If you replay that one, Josie, there's a clean pocket for enough time to make the throw. He's got to pull the trigger.
Yeah, you can't take that sack there. And, I mean.
And that's huge because it was 2nd and short. Now it's 3rd and long.
2nd and 3 is what we had, and now it's the 3rd and 9. And this was Prairie Grove, and they still can do it, but it would have been a chance to go up 2 scores, which you're going to need on a night like tonight when you're playing a good team like Gravette.
Wins to the far side.
3rd down, and Knox this time rolling. He's got Sorters money, but he's going to get the grab at the 45. The question here, will he go?
I go for it. They run that 3-4. You got that quarterback sneak again, and unless they line people up there, and you just got to have an audible for it.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for it, and I'm not disagreeing with the decision. It's 4th down and 2, little less than 2. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's right on the 47. So 4th down and 2. Let's see what the Tigers got dialed up here. Boy, they're coming in, and it's a little bit of a. And the push is going to give it. Yeah, hey! I'll tell you what, they stopped it at first, Ryan.
They did.
And in the old days when you couldn't push, they would have never got that first. Then the pile just pushes them forward, and they get the first. And Tigers now at the Lion 49. Well,
just the belly right there, the dive play from the fullback.
And that was not Keandre that time. It was Montgomery, wasn't it?
No, that was Keandre.
Oh, was it? Okay. And this time, Keandre, oh, there
That
he
looked
goes.
like a fumble, didn't
it did look like it. He's still on his feet. Oh, he's inside the 30. Look at him. He's still going at the 25. Oh!
Nice, powerful run that time by Keandre. Typically the scat guy. There's 1, 2,
you know what, Ryan?
3, 4, 5 guys, 6 guys. It took 6 guys to finally get him down.
It was 20 yards after the initial first hand that got on him, and then it was almost 8 or 9 yards when they were all on him. So that's a great run by Keandre. He gets it inside the Lion 25-yard line, 52 seconds now to go.
And it looked like he fumbled it.
And yeah, I thought he did. And Keandre's coming off this time, and he's a little winded, ran a couple, and there is the give. That's great. Harger. Look at him. Look at him go. Harger inside the 10.
Notice again on the replay, who's leading the way? Carter Skates is out there. The guard's out there leading the way. You see another guard pick up the kick block.
Right there. Look at that block downfield. Who was that right there?
That's Skates. But Keurig was first. When Keurig and Skates do their job, the sweep still works. The problem is we just haven't had – Keurig's been out for a couple weeks. We have a couple guys that are good at guard. It's just we're not getting both of them to perform at the same time. Tonight when they have, we're making yards.
First and goal, Prairie Grove now at the Lion 8-yard line. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here is a quick throw. It's Laird. Gibbs!
Touchdown!
Gibbs! 6! Hey!
Nice pass to Redfern. He tiptoes.
And he catches it, too. What a great catch. Watch this. Slow-mo here. Come on, cameraman. Get it. Oh, he got it. Look at that. And the foot gets down. What a catch. Hey, that pro. He got both feet in there. Hey.
That's good in the NFL.
Oh, man. 10 seconds to go in the first. And you said it earlier, Ryan. I hope you turn out to be a prophet here. You said that turnover could be the play of the game, and it's changed the momentum. It's changed the intensity, and Prairie Grove has a 13-0 lead with an opportunity to go 14-0. Here is the extra point. It's on the way. It is good. With 10 seconds to go in the first, Prairie Grove 14, Gravette 0 back after this.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Ryan, what a turn of events. I mean, Gravette, first drive, in less than 2 minutes, they're down from their 32 all the way down inside the Prairie Grove 4. A turnover, and since then, it's been all Tigers, both offensively and defensively. I look for Gravette to bounce back. They are too good. Their quarterback, I'm impressed with his ability to get out of the pocket. I'm impressed with his fakes.
But the difference is when we play with an urgency on defense, we change the way their offense looks. The first drive, it was almost like a read and react type deal.
Here's a kick. Fielded again. That is Austin. Oh, look at that. What a tackle. He went through it.
His own guy.
But look at this. Our guy goes through the blocker to get his hands on him. Who is that?
Probably Hall, if I had to guess.
Look at this. Okay, so he gets it, and then at the 10, he's running, and who's our guy right here? Watch, there's a guy in front of him. He goes over him. Look at that. Oh, was it Hall? David Hall. What a play. I love it. And they're going to have the ball at the 23. That's the kind of effort you want to see.
Yep.
You want to say, you don't want to get your hands, somebody get your hands on and go, okay, I'm not going to make the tackle. He just said, no, I'm going to get in here. Higler again.
A lot of movement this time. They'll motion from one strong side to the other.
Higler rolling to his, he's got a man open, complete. That's Austin. And let's see, he's going to be a little bit short.
Tell me the difference in that play, though. What did you notice? And then I'll tell you if you're right or you're wrong.
Well, I was watching the quarterback more than was anything there, so go ahead.
How long did the quarterback have?
He had enough time.
Okay, that's the difference. We've had a lot of pressure in his face. We don't that time. He finds a guy open. It's an 8-yard gain. K. Grant makes a good tackle, wrap up and drive him back, but still the difference there is we didn't have a guy in his face that time.
Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 when we return. Tigers lead 14-0.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Okay, it's going to be 2nd down and 1. And here is a quick throw. He's got it. Oh, my. Oh, he had him. Boy, they did it. Who bit there? Who's that back
Beeson.
here? I'm telling you.
Beeson's been out for a couple weeks injured. They're going to talk to him a little bit. He's going to come out, too, though.
Dagley, there was a little out and up, and he was open. That's a great play to run on 2nd and 1, by the way. Nice play call down by the Lions. Hey, first quarter, Pea Ridge 7, Lincoln 7. I think that was just going down down the street here.
They'll spread it out. They got trips to one side.
We need to get
Pistol.
somebody. Yeah, there goes Laird. It's 3rd and 1, and it's going to be a low snap.
Fumble
And
snap. Carter's there.
Get a tackle. And what an effort. I'll tell you what, Austin, Chase
Medina.
Austin right there, that second effort was excellent. You got to give him credit. We got pressure. There was a low snap. We got some pressure on the quarterback. He finds Austin, and Prairie Grove had him for a loss, and Austin's second effort gets him the first down at their own 35.
Carter almost had him in the backfield, and that's what you need.
Tip your hat to the Lions on that one. Now they split out. They got 5 wide. Higler, and there's a flag. I think they had either not enough or too many on the line.
I heard Laird, get David Hall out. They misread the defense, or they misread the offense, and so you can see Knox trying to get him in a certain situation, and so Jackson will go back out there. David's one of those guys where you put him in and you say, go blow up the first guy. He's not one of the guys that's going to read the pass coverage as well. Jackson's a guy who can do both, but he's a little undersized as far as just height, but he's a stump.
Well, he's there in the middle. 1st and 15. And Higler rolling to his left, squares his shoulders. Now he's going to turn back. Can we get him?
Oh,
ref.
Good job. He's outside the pocket.
Oh, he's going to flag him. He's going to flag him for running into him.
Carter skates. Nice sack. He almost had him last time, right?
Well, he gets the sack there because there's a penalty, and that's going to be intentional grounding. That's going to back him up, and a loss of down. And now.
If he could have just got that out of bounds, he'd have been fine.
I think Coach Bohannon's asking for him being out of the pocket, but, that's a spot foul, too. So that's 10 yards from the spot. That backs them 2nd down, and they got to go all the way to Elkins for the first.
We're going to go with that.
Now we're going to get a penalty on the Tigers.
Whoops.
Well, we gave him 5 yards back.
We have that 3 safety look right now.
Here. the Gravette announcer, let's just do that 4 more times. I like it.
Full backfield this time, 2 split to this side.
Harter moves back in, and there is a keeper by
We got him.
Higler. We got him wrapped up. It's going to be 3rd down and about 25 to go. Ryan, one of the nice things about doing this over the years, you get to know some of we were one of the first ones to do this, as far as the broadcast over the internet, a lot of radio guys, but over the years you get to know some of these other guys that do it, and just a great fraternity of people who are involved with this. And I just love that so many schools do this and provide it for their fans, and we're happy for all of our sponsors that we've had over the years, and particularly the ones we have this year.
Black and Cottle that time were on the sack or on the tackle. It's an officials timeout right now, so they're trying to figure out what to do there. I think they were trying to figure out maybe if it was a loss of down with intentional grounding maybe.
Third down. Now they're going to go 5 wide. Keep the first down. Don't jump off sides. Now just get some pressure. Look at that. We're quickly back there.
That's what you
got
to have.
Yeah, and now he throws complete. Oh, my. He's close to the first. He's got close enough. He'll probably go for it here. Wow.
A little extracurricular there by Harger.
Good night. Man, this is it. He'll go for it here, Ryan.
Almost had him, too.
Man, you got to – that's the kind of play that you got to Higler – I guess it's Hilger. I'm saying Higler. It's Hilger. I've been calling him wrong all night.
4th down and 1 here. Big play for the Gravette Lions.
And here is the give. And
he didn't get it.
Hey!
Number 7, Chase Austin that time does not get it.
And that was big Hayden Black blocking it up in there. And then he got some help. Look at this. There it is. The Tigers knew it. They blew it up. You got to give Gravette credit for getting in position after being, 2nd and 30 and then 3rd down and 25, and they get within a yard, but not able to convert. Now the Tigers with their best starting field position at the Gravette 44. So Tigers could really stretch it out here, Ryan, and with our kind of offense, we can sit on it for a little bit. And now Laird's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He throws. He's got.
Wetzel.
He's got it inside the 30. Nice pass that time by Laird. And it's down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And Laird's had a nice passing night tonight.
He has. He's been right on the money.
I think the one pass that he led is the only incomplete pass I can recall. And he got sacked once.
And it was still right on the money, really. I mean, it was a hair far, but he should have been able to make the play or for it not to happen at all.
Well, 1st down, we got a double wing set with Hobbs at fullback. And in motion goes Grant. There's Hobbs. Hobbs made something. Hobbs literally made a couple yards out of absolutely nothing.
It's never good when the whole 5 offensive linemen are still on the original line of scrimmage.
He got almost 4 yards. Well, let's call it 3, but a good 3.5. 8:50 to go here in the first half. Tigers trying to stretch it to a 3-score lead.
Their nose is pretty light. The guy they're running it knows.
Oh, it's Millsap. He's a 170. And then here is the give.
Wetzel on the 49
nice blocked up front that time by the Big Uglies.
Did you see who it was that time? Again, 66 and 52. That's Skates and Keurig making the blocks that are making that play happen. That's where it's got to happen at, right there.
Wow, Tigers now at the 13-yard line of the Lions. Ryan, this has looked like a different team ever since the fumble. I know that was just the first 2 minutes of the game.
Doesn't matter.
But it
doesn't matter. It was huge.
And here is the give to Hobbs. He's got a lot of room. Look at Hobbs. Stay on your feet. Keep going. Give him 6. Keandre Hobbs. And the Tigers go up 3 scores.
3 scores.
Oh, man. Feels a little bit like old times tonight.
Thank goodness.
Ryan, but this season, and I'm going to exclude in our 3 losses, we've had good first halves.
We have.
Well, Dardanelle maybe not so much, but we moved the ball against Dardanelle in the first half.
Yeah, we got down to the 10 twice and didn't do anything with it.
Extra point on the way, up and right through. It's 21-0. Tigers lead with 8:03 to go in the first. Back after this.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest Auto Parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Okay, we're back with you, Ryan, and what a first half so far by the Tigers. I want to recognize all of our sponsors this year: PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, Prairie Grove Auto CarQuest, and David's Roofing. Hey, they are our sponsor of halftime and the player of the game. And
I seen Nacho today.
Nacho. I tell you what, his protege is starting to really step it up.
It's about time. Talking about Josie.
Here we go. And the kick by Higgins. And fielded there by Millsap. Millsap's going to be dropped just inside the 30.
Tackle that time by number 42, Abe Caves. He's kind of that special teams guy.
He got the last, he got one of the other tackles on the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ryan, here's something else to think about. We get the ball to start second half.
Nice.
Yeah, this is 21-0. Tigers had 3 possessions and 3 scores. Gravette's had 3 possessions, moved the ball really well in their first one. 3 and out on the second one. Last time they had a little momentum that was stopped by a penalty, intentional grounding, and now.
Well, then they had a 4th and short, though, and just didn't get it. So
defense stepped up, and I've been impressed tonight. This is, to me, the best our defense has played this year. And then the quick pass complete to Dagley. Dagley gets it close to first down.
Boy, the ref almost caught that one. If you replay that one, Josie, look how close it is. It's almost like he was used for a pick, but he's there a little late, but it's just a little slant, but it's tight. Look, well.
Hey, he did. Hey.
He's close.
You know what? Maybe that's a play call. Go run right at the ref.
Hey, right now anything works.
2nd down and 1. Gravette in a nice position here, especially the decent field position.
2 backs in the backfield.
He drops straight back, and it's a screen. Nice setup, and
Marshall's there. Graham Gunther back from injury. He's there. It's complete for a first down, but good job by Graham.
Nice play call, and again, like to give shout-outs when we can appropriately, and I'll tell you that Gravette on that 2nd and 1 with the pressure that we've started to bring the quarterback was a nice call for the screen.
It is.
But we played it well.
We did. But if you're sending as much pressure as we are, the screen game is where you should go to.
1st down and 10 for Gravette, ball at their own, say, 42-yard line. And now Hilger, he turns back. Now he throws. He's got a man wide open, and he dropped it. Oh,
wow. That's one of their captains. That's number 80. That's Josh Dodge. But, man, you know who made that? Hilger made that because he ran to one side and then came back. He got the defense to kind of pay more attention to him rather than to their coverage and gets that guy wide open. He just drops it. It'd have been good for the first.
So 2nd down and 10, man, he did. On a play like that, I'm really surprised you don't get a legal man downfield, but they did a nice job.
Well, if it's designed, and they do a good job of that.
Wow, now he's in trouble. A nice pass, complete, come up.
Oh
yes!
Big hit, Cade Grant.
Cade Grant. Hey, it's a good gain. They're going to gain about 3 or 4 yards on it.
32, Isaac Dan on the reception. Not much of a gain because he meets Cade Grant.
Whoa, head up. That's what you want. You want your head up. You don't want to get the targeting call. It's 3rd down and 8.
They must not call targeting in high school anymore because what they did to Bo Foster or Foster Lehman the other night, that would have been targeting.
It's 3rd down and 8 for
empty backfield, and Isaac Dan, he's running by himself out there. He's playing games with the air.
Well, P Ridge, it was all tied up at 7 early, and now P Ridge leads Lincoln 28-7. I'm trying to see if there's any other scores to note in our conference.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Our friends down the road at Farmington, off to a good start. They're leading Alma tonight 10-7. So
Alma's not that good, though.
Hey, but
sorry. But it is a great start for Farmington. They've done well this year.
3rd down. They've been in that 5A now for several years, 4 or 5 years now, and never. I don't think they've made the playoffs since they've been in 5A. But one or two more wins, they're going to do it. Here comes the pressure. Throw complete.
Oh, that's a hold and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harger, you knew you were beat and you just grabbed on for dear life. You can't do that. At least give your defense a chance.
That's to be an automatic 1st down.
I don't know what he was thinking there.
No, that's
you can hear Gravette returning the cheer. You can't do that.
Well,
which is what our student section goes, we can't hear you.
That's good.
Well, if you didn't hear him, you wouldn't respond. So you did hear him. That's kind of an oxymoron. But
nice.
Hey, automatic 1st down. Can't hold the receiver as he runs by.
Man, gosh, Brian, boy, if we can stop them here and get the ball back.
Empty backfield, shotgun snap.
Hey, they move. There they go. There they go. And another false start.
We moved. That almost looked like it was going to be a quick screen out to number 7. Either that or Chase Austin just went in motion and was like, uh-oh, I better do something just so it doesn't look like it.
Well, what was interesting too, Ryan, is whenever I think they're going to call timeout. Gravette takes a timeout with 5:26 to go. Tigers lead 21-0. We were talking about Nacho. He's on his way up. He's a businessman now. 1st and 15. And here's a quick pass out, look, complete, and nice tackle.
Nice tackle. That's Cordell Wetzel that time.
Hey, good play all the way around. Nice timing pass that time by Gravette.
We had a guy in the quarterback's face. He gets it off.
But he threw it before the guy ever made the break, and that's what you want to see. He did that, and then we had Wetzel there waiting for him. So excellent job by both. And Hilger.
2 backs in the backfield this time. I can see a run on 2nd down.
And he's rolling. He's going to turn. He throws. It is complete.
Guess I can't. Oh.
And wow, nice job. Tackles finally made there.
That's number 4, Redfern.
And Harger.
Maybe I shouldn't be defensive coordinator, though, because, well, I was trying to think as an offensive coordinator. I would have ran the ball right there. And they throw the ball for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you the play here that goes back to is the pass interference. We had them stopped, and now they're at the Prairie Grove 21. 21-0, 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Now, turns.
Oh, Graham almost gets him.
And he's looking in the end zone, and he dropped it.
Redfern did a great job on the coverage that time. Replay that, Josie. Redfern is there. Graham almost gets him. Hilger spins away. And look at Redfern right here. Last second gets a hand up, gets in the way, knocks it down.
The nice thing is he didn't face guard him or anything else like that. He kind of watched it, and then he just played good defense. He was behind him, which I didn't like.
You're right. Yeah, if Hilger throws that a little deeper, it's either out of the back of the end zone or a completion right on the tippy toes. But instead, Redfern's able to get there.
2nd and 10.
Trips to the near side this time.
Hilger rolls to his right, and he's got some pressure, throws, it is complete.
Oh, Wetzel that time went for the ball, but he was late. Luckily, the guy falls down. That's number 5,
That's Ian Drake. And Drake gets it inside the Prairie Grove 5.
Nice passing catch that time by Hilger to Drake.
Or is that the 10? Where are they marking that? That's 5. So this is the second time they've been inside the Prairie Grove 5 tonight. And
No, they're not inside the 5 yet.
Was that the 7?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
The further away it gets, the harder it gets to see. Twins to both sides, shotgun, one personal protector in the backfield.
And now Hilger straight drop, looking, that out.
Got him. Hayden Black. Oh,
intercept off!
Intercepted!
Second time tonight!
Hayden Black makes that possible, though, because he has a huge hit in the backfield. Watch Black. He comes in, huge hit, and there's the interception right there.
Who got the INT there?
I'm going to say it was Wetzel with the white gloves, but it could have been someone else.
It was Cordell Wetzel. And I'll tell you, here's what's interesting, Ryan.
He better give that ball to Black, though.
We have sung a couple times from this hymnal where we said Prairie Grove's gotten inside the 10 and hadn't scored a game, would be so much different. Gravette can sing from that same sheet of music tonight because they've been
twice.
They've done it twice, and so I feel for them a little bit. But hey, let's go score up the middle, and it's going to go for a couple yards. Ryan, if we could march and score and make it 28, we get the ball start second half.
It'd be one of those that could end up in a quicker clock.
But we got a long way to go. We still got
92
yards, 92 yards.
Nice play. That's twice in the red zone we've come up with a big stop.
You know, we have on the air and privately hounded on our defense.
Yes.
They've played well tonight. They've stepped up when they've had to.
Exactly. You can give up the 2 big drives. That's fine as long as you do stuff like this.
And there's the quick pitch. And Harger is brought down. Nice job trying to see the defensive guy. I think that was Drake. Ian Drake kind of played through a block that time, played a good tackle.
We didn't get a good block that time by our guard and tackle combo there, and so that's why Harger's not able to pull that one off.
Third down. They've got it at second, but it's third down and it's 8 to go. Boy, if we could get a first down here, Ryan, I believe we could run the clock out and not let them get the ball again. This is big for Gravette because they want a chance to get the ball. Here is Laird throwing from his end zone, complete. No, incomplete.
No, that's the first incompletion I've seen to Sorters in a while, but 7 was there pretty early, but it was good position.
Yep.
He was there early. If you look right here, 7 does get there a little early,
yeah.
But it was good position by him. So that's why he's not going to get the call. We're not going to get the call at time because he played the ball correctly and did get there here early, but he played the ball correctly.
Well, Gravette makes a big play for them because they're going to get pretty good field position. And on top of that, they got just enough time. And the way their offense has moved the ball, don't be surprised we need to step up defensively one more time.
Can you pull out the fake punt right here?
Never.
They're going to score. They may score anyways, so might as well. Just kidding. We've done a good job inside the 10. Wetzel with the punt.
And that's a good punt. And look at that. Go touch it.
That'll be a 40-yarder.
Yep. 49-yard line, 2:19. So they got time. Prairie Grove's defense. Man, this could be Ryan, a 14-point swing when you think about it. I mean, because it could have been 28-0. It could be 21-7.
Right. Yeah, this right here. Well, I mean that's a big if because we got to go score. But the difference is if they do get the touchdown right there, right, and then we kick it off, yeah, then you get the 2 touchdowns scored. This will be a 1 touchdown more so, just because we had so long to drive.
But what I would have liked to have seen us do is they moved. Oh, man.
A little early right there. It's a screen out to Dan. Good block that time by 2 Gravette linemen.
Yeah, they get a nice run that time by Dan, and after the little screen pass. And
it's not like we haven't given up yards tonight, so that really doesn't scare me that bad. I hate to say it. It's what can we do as this field gets shortened? Can we tighten up?
Right. Ryan, what I was going to say right when the play was stopped last time is that I would just like to see us get a first down so we could run the clock out for the half.
Trips to the far side. We're going to jump off sides. That's Carter Skates. I don't blame him. He's had success getting back there tonight. in high school, you even get over the line, you can't even get back. It's automatic offsides.
Now they're already down inside.
Which I'm not a huge fan of, by the way, because there is that play zone right there where as long as you don't make contact or interfere with the play, you know, there's some minor infractions that should be okay right there, but it's not.
You know, it looked like on their play they got first down, which they did a good job. It looked like they moved a little bit on the front, but no call. And now first and 5.
It's 85. He moves early a lot. Skates is almost to him again, but he's there enough to cause a pass behind the intended receiver, so Hilger's not able to convert on 2nd and 5.
2:03 to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 5. .203 to go, first half. Tigers up 21-0. Game feels much closer than the score.
I was just going to say that. Pistol formation, trips to the far side.
Well, they got a man open over there.
He's going to give to Dan,
And
but we got Sorters there, and we got a couple other guys. Sorters had him first, and then the cavalry came.
3rd down. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory here with 1:45 to go here in the first half.
David Hall, the second guy there that time to finish the tackle. Sorters will get an assist.
I'll tell you.
3rd and 6.
The way Hilger runs the ball, I'd swing him on out and let him pick it up. Or at least give him that, somebody to dump it off to.
We'll go to a 3 safety look right here. We'll take Skates and put him back 10 yards.
And here we go. Quick pass, complete. And there's a block in the back. Block in the back.
They're not going to call it.
Oh, my gosh. Well, they're going to score. Austin's going to take it. Man, right there in the open, too.
It was. I really thought, Cordell kind of turns to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
To pursue the ball, and he gets blocked in the back. But it's one of those deals that I guess if they were already initiating the block and you turn, maybe then it's hard to call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked funky to me.
You should disengage once the guy turns, though. That's the point.
And he didn't. I mean,
he didn't disengage.
Extra points up, and it's good. And with 1:13, it's 21-7. So the stop by Gravette, even though the Tigers.
Beautiful punt. Didn't matter.
Gosh.
Gave up the goose egg here at the end.
All right, well, let's take a break. We'll be back with 1:13.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119.
Okay, we're back. 21-7. Gravette gets on the board for the first time. They'd been down there a few times knocking on the door. This time they have success. Kicking is Koopman for the Lions.
Tigers back deep. Keandre Hobbs.
And Sorter's going to take the fair catch, and Tigers will have it at the 31-yard line.
I was going to say he could have let that one go out of bounds, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
You know, Ryan, Prairie Grove and Gravette. Prairie Grove's last loss to Gravette came in 2011. It's been a long time since we've lost to the Lions. Prairie Grove has won every game since 2012 and has actually won 16 of the last 20.
Wow.
So, and here is the give. Grant, get that corner. Get that corner.
There's Carter out there with him. That makes a big difference.
And a first down for Prairie Grove at the 44. Let's have a little bit of sense of urgency, guys. Let's go score.
If you look at the replay here, Skates gets out there. Keurig gets a block. That's the difference in that sweep play. We got to have those guys. You know, and I'm kind of not talking about the other 3 guys on the line, but they're doing it too. They're just as important there.
I'd like to see us try to score. We have zero sense of
urgency
there.
Simrad will come in at split end. I'd like to see a shot deep to him.
And here is a give.
That's going to be Wetzel to the
Wetzel's
outside.
got room. Wetzel's got a first down and more. Wetzel's inside the 35, down to the 31.
Well, no, the clock stops. Get your play ran in. Let's go. Get a play ran in.
Let's go. Get it going.
He's going to get it in.
Let's
Good
go.
job that
Come
time
on, guys.
by Wetzel.
Come on, get up there. All right, can the Tigers with 32 seconds. What do we got here?
Sweep. Yep.
And get outside, Cade. Cade's still on his feet. He's got the first down. We're going to need to get a timeout here. I know we got to stop.
We are going to take it. Nope. He raised his hands like it, but we're just stopping the clock because of the moving the chains.
Yeah, he's going to take a timeout.
There he's going to take the timeout. 23 seconds left in the first half. Tigers on the move.
Get a little royalty. Sorry, 23 seconds to go.
What I said off air, I said, first and 10, 23 seconds left from the 18. I take a shot to the end zone right here, and then it's dead clock and you can run the ball.
Quick pitch. Cade, get the corner. Cade. Going to have to use your other timeout now.
Yep. Oh, we'd let 3 seconds run off. Should have taken that timeout a little earlier.
Ryan, I said earlier whenever we couldn't get the players on the punt, I said I hope that timeout doesn't hurt us later. And really, when you're sitting at the 11-yard line with 11 seconds, now here we can't. If you run the ball here,
you can't do the field goal. And we have a field goal kicker.
A field goal is not the worst thing here.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't. You can't run the ball or get tackled inbounds on a completed pass. You go to the end zone here and then you kick the field goal.
Yeah, you might, with 2 incomplete passes, you might can get 2 plays run and a field goal.
A quick pass.
Got to be quick.
But most of ours roll out. So if you're rolling out and making a pass right here, and rollout's a bad idea anyways because we get sacked often. So I'm just being honest with you. I hate to be rude. The rollout is not the answer right here. It's a quick pass for me, and then let's kick the field goal.
It looks like you got one-on-one coverage out there with Redfern.
I'm throwing
and that's
Simrad right here or
and
Redfern.
Oh, nice defensive play. Give him credit. Nice job that time by Caleb Brown of the Lions. He timed that just perfectly.
Now I kick the field goal. That was 4 seconds. You could run one more if you wanted. You could run one more fade if you wanted, but I kicked the field goal.
They're going to kick a field goal here, and that's what we're going to line up and do.
I would too. You get the points right here.
And now.
Now, if you'd had a little bit better time management, you know it just as well as I know it, you get one more chance for that fade on the other side or again to Redfern. But we didn't get that, so we'll go for the field goal instead. Both of our quarterbacks are back there for the field goal in case we want to run the fake.
This will be a 28-yard attempt. And who we're going to have?
Delay a game.
Well, that's going to make it a 33-yarder instead of a 28-yarder.
I say you kick it anyways, but that 5 yards doesn't change it much for me from this location.
Yep. Well, it's going to make it a, well, where's he going to put the tee down? He's going to put it down at the 23, so it'll be a 33-yard attempt from Peyton Higgins. His first, I believe it's his first field goal try of his high school career. He made a few in junior high. Good snap, kick on the way. It is good. And with 3 seconds to go in the first half, Peyton Higgins puts it through, and it's Tigers 24, Lions 7. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Show out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Okay, 2 seconds to go. Tigers leading by 17, so 3 scores, Ryan. That's big. And we get the ball to start the second half.
That's big, too. You squib it here? A little squibbler?
Yeah, matter of fact, you don't even give him a chance to do it. I'd even do an onside kick, to be honest with you.
I like it.
Because not that you're going to do anything with it. You just want to do something to run off 2 seconds.
Right.
You don't even want to have a chance to go deep.
Well, and you know they're going to try to field it and fall on it because that's what they're trained to do.
Prairie Grove.
So you almost hate to go that deep, that far to someone and get blockers in the way.
No, horse collar. You're going to get a horse collar.
What does that give you? Untimed play?
They'll get one play with it. I don't think you can you cannot end a half on a penalty.
Did he grab the face collar, or did he just have him by the inside of his shoulder
I don't know. Let's see. We got back too late on the.
All right, so they'll have an untimed down.
Laird is furious over here. You know something. I love Craig. And I'll tell you, I've known Craig a long time. And
well, we all have daughters the same age, so
yeah,
we've all had to deal with each other for a while. And then we're all friends.
But I will tell you, Craig and I are the opposite. If I was ever a bald man, though, he's got a great bald look. So if we ever had to trade places and he got these locks,
I'd cover that dude up.
No, man, I like that. All right, that's going to do it. Time's going to expire. And so with the end of the first half, the Tigers lead 24-7. We're going to look at the stats here momentarily. And the Tigers, I think, other than the one punt, we scored 4 out of 5 possessions.
Yes. And
first half, passing yards for Prairie Grove, 5 of 8 for 51 yards. Gravette, 14 of 20 for 154. Both teams averaging little double digits on their pass. Prairie Grove 10.2 and Gravette 11. They've had 2 turnovers and costly turnovers, both of them inside the 5-yard line. Had interception, 1 interception and 1 fumble. Rushing yards, Gravette only 38 yards rushing.
Good.
Prairie Grove likes 4 yards from having 200 in the first half.
Good.
When I said it seems like old times, that seems like old times. Receiving yards, again, we've already mentioned. No turnovers for Prairie Grove. Both punters have done a pretty good job, even in time of possession. First downs, Prairie Grove 17, Gravette 10. And on third down conversions, Gravette 4 of 7, Prairie Grove 0 of 4. But fourth down conversions, Prairie Grove's 2 of 2. I'll take that. Keandre Hobbs, leading rusher, 9 carries, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns for Keandre. Cade Grant, 5 carries, 49 yards. One of his better nights so far this year. He's averaging almost 10 yards a carry. Wetzel with 3 carries for 41. Harger for 5 for 37. And the big runner has been Hilger for them. He's the one. And then receiving yards, Wetzel 1 for 18, Sorters 2 for 14. But he is a possession receiver. And then you've got Keandre Hobbs, 1 for 11.
Don't forget about the pass completion to Redfern for the touchdown.
Oh, yeah, and Redfern has 1 for 8 for a touchdown. Receiving yards for the Lions, Drake has 3 receptions for 46. Austin has 5 receptions for 44. Dagley has 3 receptions for 38. And Dunn has 3 receptions for 26 yards. Leading tackler for Prairie Grove so far tonight, you got Harger with 4 solos and 1 assist, Hobbs with 3 and 1, Grant with 3 and 0, Cordell Wetzel with 3 and 0.
Your big plays, though, Grant on the fumble, the forced fumble in the red zone. Sorters with a big hit on first down on their second possession, and then Wetzel with the interception off the black quarterback pressure. So those are your big defensive plays. Halftime sponsored by David's Roofing. We'll leave you with the drill team. We'll be back for the second half.
This year we sponsored a bonfire immediately following the game in front of the high school. Everyone is invited. I'd like to thank Mel's Diner for feeding the football team this evening. Also, I'd like to thank Williams Tractor for providing the all-terrain vehicles that the team uses.
Okay, we get ready to start the second half, and Gravette, because of the late, I think it was a horse collar right there before the half, or was a late hit, one of the two. I never got an official call.
I think it was a horse collar, but
they're going to kick from the 45, and it's going to be easy into the end zone, so Prairie Grove starts at the 20.
So that really doesn't work out for them all that much, but we'll start off on our own 20.
It's going to be first and 10 from the 20-yard line of Prairie Grove. No return on the kick.
Kierick, Cottle, Skates, Horn, and Black, your offensive line. Pretty much been your offensive line most of the night. Cage Adams come in and out some at guard. Redfern and David Paul at tight end.
There's
and
Harder.
Back.
Harder churning his legs. He's going to pick up about close to 4 yards. I want to recognize again our producer, Cade Graham, tonight, camera Dylan Moore, Naaman Ballstead on the scoreboard. Heath Whitley, he was with us for the first half. He went to go listen to some good music. He's got some kind of 20-year reunion of some sort, and Miles Eubanks, our director.
He probably lied. He's like a woman in the fact that it's probably a 30-year reunion. He just didn't want to tell you. Motion from Wetzel.
And there is another give. Harger again, good hard run. He's going to have the first down. I like it. I want to also acknowledge our sponsors: PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, Prairie Grove Auto, CarQuest, and David's Roofing, sponsor of halftime and player of the game. And we'll be talking about that in the next quarter.
First down by Prairie Grove.
And Prairie Grove, 2 plays, just over 10 yards.
Graham Gunther will come in at tight end. Keandre and Harger in the backfield, the senior backfield now.
And
27 Reed.
And look at Keandre.
Sorter's kind of, he lost the block there, but it wasn't necessarily an effort cause. He just didn't want to get a penalty.
Yeah, and there you don't want to go hold or do something that's going to get, especially after a good run.
The guy did a good job to kind of punch and then jump open, and he ended up making the tackle.
First down and 10, Prairie Grove at their own 44. Harger at wingback. He goes in motion, and a give goes to Hobbs right at the middle. He's got room. Keandre still looking for room. He's still going. He's at the 35, 30, and he's still on his feet, and he's down to the 25-yard line. Keandre Hobbs, hey!
Play that back. What a run that time by Keandre. That's a 25-yard,
and he's
30-yard run that time, and he had contact from about the 10 on.
Well, there's 2 runs that he's had in the second half. I don't have the exact stats, but he's now over 100 yards rushing. And if I'm not mistaken, Ryan, unless it happened last week when I was out, that may be his first 100-yard rushing game of his high school career.
He's been close the both weeks. The last 2 weeks he's been real close. I can't remember if he actually did go over the triple digits though.
And he's going to get it again. They hit him. This time they get him. Nice job. That time, 52, Lane Wilkins. And Lane gets him. He's going to, they're going to give him any gain there?
Nah.
No gain there that time. So first time, I think, tonight that Keandre's been stopped for no gain. Montgomery's going to bring the play in.
Good job that time by Gravette. They've seen it enough tonight that, they should stop it eventually. Redfern will actually come in at split end. Makes you think maybe we'll throw one here. Redfern, one of your main receivers, usually at tight end. Graham's at tight end. Simrad's at wingback.
And there is Harger. Harger has to fight. He's going to get 3. So now a big third down for Prairie Grove.
So now you're going to throw it.
I actually thought we might see a wingback reverse right there on that play. And
I thought we were going to throw it on that one. When Redford came in at split end, that's some good window dressing there because you put one of your main receivers, especially for the deep routes, in at split end rather than tight end, which he normally is at. Which a lot of that is Graham back. He's not healthy. He's still having the shoulder issues that pops out on occasion, but he's back.
Third down and 7.
Hard count.
And there he goes. He's got time to throw. It's complete. And that's Keandre. He's got the first down and more. Hey!
And that's what's working for
Knox.
Oh,
look at Simrad. Or no, that's not Sim. Is that 12 or 19?
That's 12. That's Simrad. He was wide open.
He's sitting there going.
He's standing on the goal line. When you look at the replay, he's standing back there just by himself.
Well, it's one of those. Every receiver is wide open, but he was wide open.
Well, and you want a guy that wants the ball. That's for sure.
Well, Prairie Grove's inside the 9-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers.
Keandre.
8:27, and it is Keandre. Give him 6. Keandre Hobbs again in the end zone, and the Tigers go up 30-7.
That's his 3rd touchdown of the night. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a hold on Prairie Grove.
So
bring it back, boys.
Bring it back. It'll be first down, and that depending on where it is. If it's a spot, it's a spot foul happened at the 4, so it's going to back it up to the 14-yard line, I believe. Yeah, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 14. I mean, it's not,
all you're doing
you're
is
taking
giving
points off the board.
Self room to throw it. But we're running team. We're probably not going to throw it right here.
I like, man.
Keandre. I'm going to say it again. Keandre.
And there is the give. Harder's got the corner. Keep going. Nice block on the corner. Give. Harder 6. Hey, we'll take it that way.
Okay, let me change that. That's Harder's first touchdown on the night.
Harder gets the touchdown and a nice run that time. Nice blocking on the corner, and the Tigers now up 30-7.
And again, if you look at that play, who's out there? It's the guard making a lead block.
Peyton Higgins on to attempt the extra point.
This still, the one thing about this that happens, and I'm okay with this, he makes it, it's a high snap that time. It's up, and he puts it into Lincoln, and the Tigers lead 31-7. And Ryan, they are still only 3 scores back. They'd have to score and get 2-point conversion 3 times, but not great odds there. We'll take a break. Tigers up 31-7.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Okay, we're getting ready for the kick. Prairie Grove runs off 3 minutes and 45 seconds to start the 3rd quarter, and they lead 31-7. I still think the field goal played a big part in this game, Ryan. It forces.
It keeps momentum too.
Yeah, and that was what we had going, because they had the momentum going into the half.
Filling it back right there.
And then with the field goal, puts us up 3 scores. It's just different going into half down 3 versus 2, and now the Tigers getting ready to kick.
Grant, Montgomery, Simrad, Cave.
Oh, nice kick. And that's going to be Millsap, and Millsap's over the 20, and he's dropped right past the 20-yard line.
Is that Wetzel or Beeson, one or the other, the white gloves. I'll look as he runs off here.
Beeson.
That is Beeson. Good tackle that time by Ethan Beeson.
And Prairie Grove gets the tackle well. They're going to spot it just over the 20-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for Gravette. They got 80 yards to go for a touchdown.
Gravette gets started on the 21-yard line.
And they're going to come right up. They call their play from the sideline. Going to walk up to the line, and that Tigers with a 3-man front.
We're going to go quads to this near side.
Wow, man! Wow, they've got numbers on us right now.
Yeah, they do.
And a nice play. And I'll tell you what.
Man, I think we took the brunt of
I
that
do
hit.
too. I was going to say, Chase Austin runs the ball hard. If you remember earlier in the game, we had him stopped, and then he had that second effort. You could see it there.
Cade Grant, Jackson Sewers both hit him at the same time, and Cade Grant kind of goes through Chase Austin and hits Jackson pretty hard right there. But I'm glad to see them all running to the ball.
Well, our guys kind of snapped back. That tells you how hard he was running. They do have 4 receivers again to the wide side of the field.
Simrad in
and here,
at
wow,
safety.
look at that. Oh, make it. Oh, yes!
Tackle, Cade Grant.
Yes! Hey!
My goodness, that was a great tackle. Him and Sorters out there, but Cade with the big tackle.
Well, that time, we don't have a number on 72 for Gravette, but he didn't have much choice because he was going to block him in the back if he did anything, and then Cade Grant just went right through him and got to the tackle. Brings up 2nd down 11. Well, we brought the heat that time from Skates.
Trips to the far side.
And here comes Skates again. Skates is coming. He's chasing him. He's getting in there. Get him. And throws it away. It's going to be 3rd down. Good coverage that time by the Tigers. That's why he wasn't able to get rid of it.
Thank goodness. because that's one thing we struggle at. So to have pursuit on the quarterback, to get him on the run, and to have good coverage all at the same time, that's a win.
Well, it is a 3rd down and 11. Boy.
Third and 11. You know, if you're Gravette, you got to get a guy past the sticks.
Yeah.
One of those timing routes.
Well, the other thing is, there is the clock stop, and I believe, you know, I was listening, you know, we're sitting so close to the Gravette announcer, I was listening to him in the background there, Ryan. He's talking about how critical this is for Gravette. I agree, and it's critical enough that Coach Bohannon takes the time out. We're going to stay with it this time. And just want to mention again that if you're looking for a medical provider, look no further than the Prairie Grove Health and Wellness Clinic. It's located right at the school. They offer comprehensive primary care and behavioral health services in a convenient location at the school. Most insurances, Medicaid, Medicare are accepted. This is not just for students, it's for everyone. It's a service to the community, and they are open 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. So we appreciate them, and we appreciate all of our sponsors, and we'll mention them during this timeout. Our sponsors, PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, Prairie Grove Auto CarQuest, and David's Roofing, sponsor of halftime and player of the game. And there's a couple candidates to start thinking about, Ryan.
Oh, we've had some. We've had
a lot of guys.
Keandre goes over 100. Kate Grant playing crazy on defense tonight. Sorter's having some big moments. Wetzel's had some big moments. They got a guy that moves.
Oh,
85.
look at this, look at this. Get him back there. Yes! Yes! Oh!
It's still loose.
I think they got it eventually.
77 may have got it.
Oh, no, he got no.
Their 77 did get it.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that, you know, Hilger, he's getting up slowly. You know, Hilger was trying to get rid of it. He was hoping he'd do it, and he had the ball kind of out there. He never had his arm in motion, so that's definitely a fumble. It's going to be 4th down and about 27 to go, I believe.
Takes possession of the ball. It is 4th and 9.
4th down, and Prairie Grove's going to get excellent field position, Ryan, and we could run. Man, Prairie Grove.
We only got 10 on the field.
Thank goodness for the players. Look at who's that, Beeson?
Yes, he's been yelled at a couple times. You can't be making these mistakes.
Not in game 5.
Which he's been out for a couple weeks, and it shows. Quick punt that time. And Gravette will down it at the 48-yard line. Prairie Grove will take over.
So Prairie Grove will start over 1st and 10. Excellent field position to start this. Ryan, this one puts it definitely more like 5 scores out, and that would be tough with the way Prairie Grove runs their offense.
Oh, yeah. No, Gravette's going to have to find a way to quick strike here pretty soon just to build some momentum for their cause.
Yeah. And, you know, Prairie Grove, what they need to do, they punch this thing in. They're starting in excellent field position. We don't have to go to the air here, Ryan. We got, you know, we're starting to run our backs in and out, so we're getting fresh guys. Now we've used Keandre a lot. There's Cade Grant. He's going to go. 10-5. Give him 6. Cade Grant. He runs all the way down the hill. One play, 48 yards. And Cade's going to be with that run, he's going to be knocking on 100.
And just his big play on defense tonight. I mean, that's him and Keandre are fighting it out here for player of the game. The defensive plays, though, in my mind, will push him over the top if it's anywhere near close. I hate that for Keandre. But the fumble, the forced fumble at the beginning of the game, and the big solo tackles.
You got to remember, you only get 50% of the vote here.
No, no. 51. 51. Hey, What we going to do is we each get one extra percentage point for the amount of times we've been here this year. Oh.
Seniority. I've been doing it 10 years.
You pulled the old man card on me.
This is my 10th year. Yours is your 5th.
The kick is good. The kick is good.
No. Well, Prairie Grove is up 38-7, and this is good news for the Tigers. Man, I'll tell you, Ryan, you start off 0-3 in the season.
Yes.
And heads go down, but a victory like this, especially the way Gravette played Lincoln last week. Lincoln was hot, of course, Lincoln's schedule, you don't ever know, when they're playing those teams, but, they were starting off beating everybody's brains out. Gravette takes it to them last week, beats them by 20, and now tonight, Prairie Grove up 31 we're halfway through the third quarter.
Now, I'm not saying this is us, but wasn't it Arkadelphia last year that started out 0-4?
0-5.
0-5.
Yeah.
Now, I think there were some suspensions and injuries and issues, but still, we've had the injury bug.
Yeah.
We have for sure. We've also had who do we got at what position, doing what. We've changed defense 500 times. I feel like it's a lot more consistent tonight.
Yeah.
And we played well.
This is a good game for measuring. Now, next week, and we still got a quarter and a half to go here. I don't want to talk about next week, but we do have Shiloh. You'll really see if you have anything next week. Fielded by Millsap at the 8, and he's looking for some room. Not much going there. Tigers, hot pursuit, get him down.
You talk about Shiloh. The debacle last season is one that will ring in my head. Turned the ball over 3 straight times on 3 straight kickoffs.
Yeah.
And Shiloh went and punched it in every time. Took advantage of it every time. And also there was tons of other mistakes and turnovers. So the game looked so bad, but it was one of those that just like snowballed on us.
It reminds me of when Nebraska beat Florida one year, I think '95 in the national championship game. Florida was, just one of those things. They got their brains beat out, but it was just one of those that just kept snowballing. Trips here to the near side, to our side, and it's 1st and 10 for Gravette. Ball at about the 21-yard line. There, he's looking deep, too far.
That's going to be over the top. You can't raise your hands on that one. Well, it's that. You didn't even try to get the ball. It was so far over you. If you can replay that one, Josie. I don't know if we saw it.
Josie late. No.
Yeah, he was late. He's sleeping over there. Abe Caves will come in. We're always going to blame you, Josie, whether it's your fault or not. You're always the one that's getting blamed.
He does a good job. I was going to say he does better than Nacho, but Nacho's bringing me something to drink, so. Drops back, and now here comes Hildre. He's rolling to his left, and he's got some room, and that is, who's that chasing him out there? I didn't quite, 40.
Was it 42? That's Caves. There is a flag on the play, though. That was 41. That's Hamrick.
Thanks, Nacho.
Nacho, what a guy. Helmet to helmet. On Gravette. I hadn't seen that one.
They're going to back them up.
Where was that last week or 2 weeks ago when Foster got destroyed?
Nacho's a good guy. He brings us something to drink, some Skittles to
He's all right.
help us through the second half. We have to put him on the mic here in a minute.
That must be that seniority thing, because I went and got my drink and Skittles. I'll be there one day. Hopefully I'll have some good nachos around. I know Josie, he won't come back, but he'll be like, you can get your own.
Second down and long for the Lions, and now Hildre rolls to his right, got time to throw, complete. Oh, drop.
Nice hit that time. Is that Beeson again? Nope, that's Redfern. Good hit by Redfern. He knocks the ball out. Here's the replay.
Yeah, because he caught it.
Cameraman, wake up, brother.
Who's the flag? Was another flag?
Another flag, goodness.
Decline this time.
Gravette's a little frustrated, I would say, at this point.
Well, and we have felt what they feel tonight because they haven't played. What they've done is made mistakes at, ill-timed times,
Yep.
you know, and
Just like we did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
yeah, the same way we did against Dardanelle and
Pottsville too. I mean, we made
Pottsville, same way.
Well, we made mistakes in the end. We didn't make mistakes in the beginning. We got up on Pottsville, and then all of a sudden we just kind of folded up shop. But
oh, here comes the Tigers bringing some heat, and it's too high.
he was open though.
Tigers are going to have excellent field position again. And Lincoln and P Ridge leads Lincoln 48-21. They're playing the game about 5-6 miles down the road. P Ridge will be Prairie Grove's opponent in 2 weeks, and Lincoln will be their game that closes out the regular season. And punt on the way by Drake, or about to be on the way. Man, that's close to being blocked. This is returnable.
Wetzel.
Wetzel, uh-oh. Wetzel.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh, no.
Flag, a fumble.
They recovered the fumble. They may decline the penalty.
Declined. Fumble recovery, it is Gravette. Well, that is not what you want. We'd had a great field position.
And could have went to the mercy rule on that one.
Yep.
But, I don't know, check the cook. So what happened there was a block in the back by Prairie Grove, and then on the return, we fumbled at the 7. That's where Gravette has it 1st and 10. They declined the penalty. Prairie Grove bringing pressure again.
Hilder fighting for his life back there. Marshall gets him, though. Good job by Marshall Montgomery getting him.
He's got good speed back there, Hilder
He does.
Because I'll tell you, a lot of quarterbacks that we've played this year with this kind of pressure we're bringing tonight, we'd have brought him down. But tonight, he's been able to escape many times. We've caught him a couple times.
We have, and that time Marshall just barely gets him. I mean, it was a hand tackle, not even an arm tackle. It was a hand tackle.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. There is a give. That's the first running play, the sign running play they've had in a while.
Good stick right there. I didn't see who it was, but that was a great hit right there. Probably it looked like David Hall. I'm gonna go with David Hall. That had a David Hall look to it. .345 left in the 3rd. 38-7, Prairie Grove. 3rd and 10 for Gravette. They're needing to get a score.
They got 3 receivers here to the Prairie Grove side of the field. And he's looking straight that way. Turn, give, and a nice hit.
Higgins.
And Higgins in the game, the sophomore. He's going to stop us and bring up 4th down.
And it was hard for them not to throw that side because we only had 2 defenders on 3. So you got to go there. And we it almost looked like a zone for a second because the guy was so wide open in there. Good defense by Higgins, though, to make the tackle in open space.
Well, they're going for it this time. It's 4th down and 3. And what do they got? I mean, you know, this year we went from the 25-second clock to the 40-second clock, Ryan. And they're down to 8. We're trying to draw Prairie Grove off sides. Might be a quick kick.
Punt. Yeah.
Might be a quick kick. It is. Oh, block!
Block! And we got it.
They tried the quick kick.
That was Cottle on the block.
He just put that big paw up there. He wasn't like laying out for it. He just was going off his block, put that paw up there. He knocked it down. And the Tigers really, we only lost 7 yards or 6 yards after the return. We get it up to the 13. We would have got it to the 7 if we had recovered the fumble a while ago. Actually made better off because we had a penalty.
Right. We would have got it back a lot farther.
Now Higgins in the game, and there's who's that at fullback?
34, Asher Sam. Sam Asher.
Asher Sam. Sam gets it down inside the 10 to the 7. And we're down to 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third, and Prairie Grove, to me, by far, their best outing of the year.
Oh, definitely.
And I think the turning point, and you said it earlier, and he turned out to be right. Play of the game was the fumble early, because
you're passing your vote for Kate Grant again.
I'm not giving up my seniority. There is Sam.
Asher.
Give him 6. There he is. He's in. It's 44-7, the Tigers. .159 to go. Asher Sam in the end zone, and the Tigers. Now we will be going. This make a 38-point lead. 37. We're going to go to the mercy rule.
It's been a while.
If you would have told me at the beginning of the game, especially in the first drive, we were going to be in mercy rule tonight, I would have said it would have been us.
I would have loved to have bet some money, and I'd have lost.
Indeed. 1:59 to go, and we're down to 12 seconds here on the play clock.
Higgins and Laird.
Sounds like a law firm. There we go. 45-7. With 1:59 to go in the third, the Tigers are up 38, 45-7.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Higgins out to kick.
Higgins to kick it off for the Tigers.
We had 2 people set. Okay. Tigers getting ready to kick. Higgins. And it's going to be fielded again.
Nice
Millsap.
kick.
Yeah, he gets it inside his 10. And there's Beeson, misses in, but
Somebody's got a helmet going. That's 23.
That's
Trenton Durham.
Well, 1:52 to go in the third quarter, and the Tigers up big tonight.
I see a lot of clean jerseys out there.
Yeah, now this is and the Tigers need this because, Ryan, we are not super deep, and we don't need any unnecessary injuries. And there is one down on the field. We'll be back after this.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Gravette Lions. Ball at the 20, their own 23. Tigers trying to get some players off the field.
Danny, Coach Absher, back up. Everybody wants to play, Coach.
This is when you're a player, you start looking out.
Oh,
intercepted!
intercepted! Who is that? I'm trying to get a number. I can't see the number.
I think it's 23.
No, it's 86, Davis Stevens.
Stevens.
First high school interception.
He's a sophomore, 5'9", 122.
He's a guy that could be a receiver later on in his career. He was our junior high and 7th grade receiver quite a bit. He just needs to put a little bit more weight on, continue to mature and grow into his body. He'll be all right.
Wow. Well, that was great. Well, they're getting some guys. We're a little confused now. Clock will run. Let's get up there and run. Well,
yeah, he may have dropped that if he was still on his feet. Base formation, Higgins under center. It's going to be a sweep to Beeson, and they got it.
Got him back there. That was Trenton Durham. And that'll probably be Quill. We'll probably win one more play, and we'll be in the fourth quarter. Clock will run the whole fourth quarter.
That'll put us behind the sticks, but we've been talking about it all night. The guard play is huge on the sweep.
Stevens, he gets to get back in the game. You got to be just stoked if you're Stevens right now.
I would say throw it to him, but that's not where we're at in the game.
Sam, not much going there. Oh, wow, that's a nice
stick
tag.
that time by Dan.
That's going to do it for the third quarter. Tigers stretch their 24-7 lead, add 21 to it. It's 45-7. We'll be back for the fourth and final quarter after this.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Just saw a commercial from David's Roofing and one of their employees, probably the future owner of David's Roofing, Alex Nacho Henry. Alex Henry, a 2018 graduate of Prairie Grove. You've heard us talk about him for 4 or 5 years, Alex. We always talk about you as Nacho. You'll always be Nacho to us. Tell us, while we were waiting here to start here, tell us how the nickname Nacho came about.
Oh, well, there's been several rumors about that nickname. One true fact is I always eat nachos. I like nachos. I'm very often have a plate of nachos when I've produced, and I have been known to wager some nachos on a couple things before. So there's been several rumors about that, but I won't say which one's true.
There's wingback reverse. Simrad, get upfield. Simrad inside the 25. He's going to be short of the first, but it'll be fourth down. Alex, tell us, you were part of the, you were one of the longest running students we had here for 4 years, and you've come back a couple times and hung out with us here in the booth. Tell us what you're doing now, what you're studying in school, where you're going, and let us know what's going on with you.
Oh, I'm a business finance major with a minor in accounting, and just at the Sam Walton School of Business over at the University of Arkansas, and working part-time.
Just 1 second. We're going to try a field goal here. Now look at this. It's a 40-yard field goal. Kicks on the way. It is good. Hey! Look at there. Hey! I think that's the second longest field goal in Prairie Grove history. I think Landon Allen hit, I think, a 43 or 42 or 43 yarder. So that's going to be close in the record book. I have to go back and find that. Sorry for cutting you off there, Nacho, but that was big. We don't get many field goals at Prairie Grove. But you were saying you're at the University of Arkansas, Sam Walton School of Business. And
Yep. I might have seen maybe 2 field goals in my 4 years.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm studying business at the University of Arkansas and then part-time working at David Roofing, of course, which is
that's your father's business.
my father's company.
He sponsors our halftime and player of the game,
Yep.
and we appreciate him and his support of the broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
And so you're studying. I know you work with your dad. Tell us what your fondest memories of being part of the broadcast team were.
Oh, well, one of the biggest memories is probably going down to War Memorial.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, making history and getting to produce and have a good time in the big stage.
That
so
was
to
awesome.
speak, but
Yeah.
that was probably one of the biggest memories I have, and just the camaraderie in the press box is always a good time.
Yeah, you know, I've always enjoyed all the students that we've had over the years, and of course you were part of that for, you know, a long time. And it is a lot of camaraderie and gives everyone a lot of chance to do some things. 48-7. Flag on the play. It's going to be on Prairie Grove. False start. But, you know, what's interesting about the field goal, Nacho, is we had to rush it. So if we had to do that at the end of the game sometime when clock was running on us, I mean, we got that thing off because they decided to do the field goal, I think, at 17 seconds.
Wow.
We were able to get the snap off in time. But he hit a 41-yard. It was 41. That's awesome. Yep. They got to give him a chance for the record.
I do want to say these guys we got in here now are doing a really good job. Make me proud to leave a legacy and keep making the broadcast better every year.
Oh, there's a pooch kick. They're going to take it. Well, what's interesting, and it's going to be fielded there by Pickleton. Pickleton. So, Nacho, you just made it, and you used the word legacy, and I'm glad you did that because I think that's what you helped. I mean, Cade, Josie, Graham, everybody ends up with a nickname over here eventually, but, you know, with Cade, he's been part of the program now. I think it's his third year, 3.5 years. He's, you know, close to the same amount, and you helped bring him along, and now he's our lead guy, and he helps. He's helping these other young guys learn. He's helping Dylan and Naaman, and so it's great to have them as part of that, and the legacy that you guys and many others that have been here over the years.
Yep, I remember when Cade was just on camera and just starting out.
And now he's holding down the fort.
Yep.
Actually getting about half the replays. No, so I got to explain that for a minute because the there, nice tackle. John King on the tackle. But no, the reason sometimes on the replays, the software that we use now, we used to have it where you had to save it. Now all you got to do is hit a button back. But if the play runs too long, you won't be able to capture it. It's just the way the software works. And but he does a great job. 2nd down and 11 for the Lions. They've got their substitutes in now too. Number 18 at quarterback is Pickleton and Mills. Oh, they're gonna get him. Come on. They're gonna give him a helmet to helmet, I believe there. Colin Falk on the tackle. Personal foul. Helmet to helmet. Well, they're trying their best to keep people safe. Nacho, before I let you go, if you could do it one more time, you know, just do it. What would you look most forward to going and doing again if you were to be part of the broadcast team again?
Oh, well, I mean, don't really have much to do with broadcast, but the road trips were always a good time.
Yeah, always.
Riding in the Suburban and having fun and eating lunch with everybody, and just the friendships you build is probably one of the best things about it.
Well, Nacho, I really have appreciated you over the years, and thank you for being and helping leave a legacy a legacy here with our there's timeouts, everything going on. Legacy with our broadcast, and again, we wish you the best as you continue your studies, and we know you'll always be part of our Prairie Grove community, you'll always be part of our team here. And Pickleton's going to be brought down. Alex Nacho Henry, we appreciate him. And we'll be back with Mr. Ryan Cook.
Yep, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Nacho.
Big illegal hit there that I missed.
Oh,
and a
you
field
didn't miss
goal.
it. You didn't miss it. Oh, Beeson tripped and he knocked down another player. And here,
Oh, running back goes to the wrong side, so quarterback's just got to take it.
and he gets the first down. Nice run.
Number 18 on the run, that's Nick Pickleton.
Pickleton. I'm
Pilkington.
Pilkington. It's not.
They don't have the phonics version on here, so I really got to study it.
Well, 8:16 to go in the game. What? Oh, there's someone
Injury
down.
timeout.
Oh, let's take a timeout with him. 8:16 to go.
Injured player on the field.
Okay, 8:16 to go in the game. Gravette with Pilkington. Gosh, I can't say that one. That was hard.
Pilkington in the pistol formation.
He keeps it. He's going to go. He fights off a tackle. And he's going to finally whistle. It never did go down. Nice hard running. Several of the Tigers over there trying to get him down. 48-7.
Landon Simrad on the tackle. Trying to get some names out there. I see Simrad. I see Washhausen out there at cornerback. Davis Stevens out there.
We got a Washhausen out here again?
We do. It's
been a few years, hasn't it?
It has. That first state semifinal team.
Oh,
that's
look at
actually
this.
His son.
Oh.
There's the tackle in the backfield.
Wait a second. First,
that's
wow.
Abe Caves on the sack that time. The first semifinal team.
It's 1997.
That it was Hans. That's his son.
Wow. Gosh, I know I'm getting old, but that makes you getting old too, man.
I was in like 9th grade, 8th grade, something like that. Brockman out here at corner. Levi Bradley at nose tackle. Seth Vaughn at end.
3rd down and 11 for the Lions.
See John King out there.
Again, he fights off another tackle. Man, that kid runs hard. Man, who hit him back there first?
Probably Caves. He's running a little different, though.
6.5 minutes to go in the game. A couple more players for Prairie Grove coming in. Ty Estep was one of them. I didn't see the other. There was another number coming on.
Biasy, maybe, 73?
73, that is correct.
That's Biasy.
4th down for the Lions, down to 6 minutes to go in the game.
4th and a long 4. Twins to both sides.
And he's going to be the thrown, little screen pass, complete, and he's going to be short.
Good tackle by Davis Stevens that time.
Yep. And he keeps him short, so the Tigers will get it. Clock will run, and this so now, Ryan, a 1st down, and with the clock running, we may have a Prairie Grove victory. Goes 2-0 in the conference, and that's huge. We talked about on the onset of the game tonight that this was a critical game for Prairie Grove, and I was probably a little over dramatic, but I'll say I thought it was a big win. I thought it was a big game for the program, because I think if you have a loss here, all of a sudden your status in the conference that you've held for so long, all of a sudden it's a little different. And the Tigers came out tonight, and they look like the Tigers of old with a 48-7 lead right now. And there's
delay game.
Delay of game.
All right, so I tried to look at some of the stats because I know we got a debate going on here, which we may have to just split the votes and just call it, 2 guys here. But Keandre, as of right now, I don't see him coming back in, has 12 carries for 115 yards. That's about 9.5 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. K. Grant on half as many carries, he's only got 6, has 97 yards, 16.2, and a touchdown.
He had a 48-yard run, which was a very nice run. There's a good run.
Higgins that time to Beeson.
How'd they do on defense?
So on Keandre is also our leading receiver, but K. Grant's probably one of our leading tacklers.
Well,
does have the fumble recovery. Does have.
We have the tackles over there, Miles. Yep.
The fumble, the forced fumble though, and the
big
big solo tackles out here in space. Higgins will take the snap. He's going to give to Asher Sam. He's looking for room. He's going to gain about 3, make it 3rd and 9. So what did he say?
I'd say we split it.
Leading tackler was who?
It was K. But let's split it. I think Keandre made some key runs throughout the game. We'll split the vote.
And he's a leading receiver.
Yeah. So
leading rusher, leading receiver. But then you have the play of the game.
No doubt.
I think from the beginning is the K. Grant forced fumble. He's also almost over 100 yards. If we give him one more carry, he would be.
Yeah.
Especially if he kept his average of 12 yards per carry. So, I mean, and he did that on half as much touches.
So I'd say.
And really, his first run was blown up.
Yeah.
He did that on 5 carries.
Maybe he had one long one. So, nice pass, complete. Hey, look at there. And he's still on his feet. That's Stevens. Hey.
Davis Stevens that time on the reception.
Hey, Stevens might end up with it. He had an interception and now the long pass reception. No, I
get the second half MVP.
Yeah, let's
fourth quarter MVP.
Let's make this official with the David's Roofing Players of the Game go to Keandre Hobbs, K. Grant. Both carried the load tonight. Both did an excellent job.
And now. Both your running backs just got player of the game. So that means really you're giving the credit to who?
The offensive line.
The offensive line. Yeah. They did a much better job tonight creating space, and those guys did a great job running behind them.
In the past, and here's another give this time. And this time I'll say this as well. In the past, we've actually given the player of the game to the whole defense at times, and you could have done that tonight. The way that the plays that they've made. So a lot of guys. But
now defense, I can't give it to the whole defense because you did give up.
Yep, you gave up a lot of yards,
and you did give up a lot of yards.
Yeah, but they made plays when you had to.
You made the plays in the red zone that you had to, and a couple of those guys, Hayden Black, Cordell Wessel, come up big on that one.
Yeah.
K. Grant comes on big up on that one.
So, players of the game: Keandre Hobbs, K. Grant, David Roofing Players of the Game. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the game, and Sam again. He's going to be brought down.
Good job by Gravette that time.
I'm just telling you, when I left the home tonight and started heading this way, I was wondering how we would do tonight, hoping we would have this type of outing, or not this, just hoping we'd come out with a win. I thought it was critical.
I worried about defense. I thought our offense would put up points. I thought they'd put up points. And I thought who's going to make a couple mistakes, but whose defense will step up. And we got our answer.
Yeah. Well, we're a minute and 25 seconds, and we're going to go ahead and start talking about Shiloh next week. Shiloh is like I said, during the 2000s, from 2000 to, if you take the whole decade, 2000 to 2010, they owned it. I mean, they were the team of the conference during that time. If you take the teams, it's Prairie Grove. I mean, Prairie Grove, wins 5-6 conference championships. Let's see, 3 times they went to 2 times to the semis, once to the finals. They definitely kind of own that. But we're about to hit another decade, and Shiloh has turned that corner again and back, being to a pretty tough team.
Well, and like I said last year, I don't think it was a good score to indicate the gap. But Shiloh did look like a much better team during our game. But it snowballed, and it snowballed quick. I'd really like to have seen us compete without the mistakes and see what would have happened. But that's part of the game. Yeah. So you can't get rid of it. It might turn around in our favor this time.
And Shiloh wanted it last year. We had embarrassed them for about 2 or 3 straight years.
We even mercy ruled them.
And we took a knee when we could have put 70 on them. And so I think that, you know, they wanted it, and that's who we face next week. And they'll want to come here to Prairie Grove. And, we'll go there next week. We'll go to Shiloh next week, right?
It is Shiloh. I don't remember if it's here or there, though.
All right, we're going to go through these stats as Prairie Grove locks up the victory 48-7 over the Gravette Lions. Passing yards tonight, 18 of 29 for Gravette, 172 yards. Prairie Grove had 7 of 10 for 108. Higgins got a couple of those there down the stretch. Prairie Grove rushing. You want to take a shot at what we got rushing tonight?
Oh, 300 yards?
350 and 50 yards rushing for Gravette.
When you got your starting 2 running backs, both at 100, you got a pretty good night.
3 turnovers, 1 goes to Prairie Grove, 3 go to Gravette. Pretty even on the time of possession. Prairie Grove had a little bit more. 26 first downs for Prairie Grove, 13 for Gravette. Third down conversions, Gravette 4 of 11, Prairie Grove 2 of 8. Prairie Grove 3 of 3 on fourth down conversions tonight. Again, Knox Laird 6 of 9, 66 yards. Peyton Higgins 1 of 1 for 42. Knox did have a touchdown pass. Keandre Hobbs, as you mentioned, 12, 115, 2 touchdowns. K. Grant 6 for 97, 1 touchdown. He had the 48-yard touchdown run. Jared Harder 9 for 63. Cordell Wetzel 3 for 41. Asher Sam 6 for 19. Landon Simrad 2 for 16. Receiving yards tonight, Keandre 2 for 26. Stevens ended up being the leading receiver because he had 1 for 42.
Oh, that knocked Keandre out.
Sorters had a couple for 14. Wetzel 1 for 18. Defense, Grant Harger leading tacklers. Keandre and David Hall right behind him by half a tackle, and that was it. I was trying to see if we have sacks. I don't think we had any. Don't have the sack total. Field goals tonight, that was a big one. 2 of 2 for Peyton Higgins. He hit a 41-yarder, and I believe, if my memory serves me correct, second longest in Prairie Grove history. And he's got 2 more years, so he's got a chance to get that long one. Well, that's good.
33 and a 41.
Yeah, that was impressive. That was impressive. And the last one was impressive because we rushed it. Well, that's going to do it. Again, we appreciate our sponsors, PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, Prairie Grove Auto Car Quest, David's Roofing, sponsor of our halftime, and players of the game who are Keandre Hobbs and Cade Grant. We want to thank our broadcast team, Heath Whitley, and our director, Miles Eubanks, producer, Cade Graham, camera, Dylan Moore, Naaman Bolstead on the scoreboard. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Have a great night. Go Tigers!